This is Darius, and I guess my YouTube handle is Mr. Threnos. So, yeah, I said in my last video I'd give you a tour of my apartment. However, I don't think it's ready. I don't want to just show you an empty apartment quite yet. So, still getting settled in. Um, So I apologize. I apologize for this kind of crappy lighting. It's like fluorescent lighting, which isn't really flattering to anybody. But the apartment, I do like it. Like there hasn't been any paranormal activity. Maybe one thing, but I'll show you when I give the tour. And luckily, yeah, I blessed it, and it's been fine. So thank you for anybody who said prayers for my place. And so yeah, so with this video, I wanted to talk about two things. One was healthy active natives because it was brought up during my California trip this past weekend, and that's the other thing I'm talking about is like kind of giving a recap of my trip to California. So let's start off with healthy active natives. Um, on Facebook, there's a group called Healthy Active Natives, and it was started by Waylon Pahona. Um, he's worked in the Gila River Indian community and different areas, and it was started with like I think just 50 people in a group, and it grew to like 6,000 people, and I think it's still growing. But basically, the group is to inspire or to promote healthy, active lifestyles for natives, which include like being physically fit. And so people post their weight losses, their transition stories from being huge to small and muscular and slender, and um, it's a really good, really inspiring page to be a part of. Because like at one point like you didn't really natives, especially for me, like natives um, are people typically who are diagnosed with diabetes a lot, and especially for my tribe. And so to see these people become take charge of their health is really inspiring, and it kind of made me think about myself. Like I don't really um, consider myself active at all or healthy, and it makes me want to actually lead that lifestyle um, for several reasons. Like one being like I'm 25, and I think when you're younger, you can get away with eating like processed foods, and now like not only can you feel what you eat like the next day, like you also see it like in your weight gain and like um, I think when you're younger, your body conceals things for you, and now when like I'm older, like my body's like nope. So yeah, that's one aspect why I want to start like being part of or starting my own healthy active lifestyle. And so yeah, but like one thing that like kind of stopped this weekend was my trip to California, and I'll tell you why. Healthy active natives got brought up, and um, during my trip to California. Actually, it was my friend's trip, and I kind of just jumped along at the last minute. Well, he invited us, and then I was the only one who was able to go, or probably would have went. Um, but see, what happened was I was supposed to be somewhere else, and at the last minute, that didn't work out, and so I was like, dude, let me go on this trip with you, and he's like, all right, let's go. We're gonna go at this time, and I'm like, all right, cool. So anyhow, we go to California and we do like the whole chill at the beach thing, and for us, autumn being at the beach is a really good, a prominent and important part of our lives or the season or whatever, because you grow up or you live out in the arid desert and there's little to no precipitation, and um, you see this vast ocean at the beach, and you kind of just bring some thoughts in, and there's other things to it that like I don't really want to get into because that information is for our community, and um, also on my Apache side, that information's for our community, and we want to keep it that way. But it is just know that it is culturally an important place for us, and so we went on that trip on that tip. But we also did like the vacation, mini vacation thing. Like we got a hotel and we slept in, and it was really nice to like finally sleep in a bed and sleep in, which are two things I haven't done in a while. Um, and we went back to the ocean the next day, and um, we walked on the pier, and we had lunch on the pier. And by the way, like this place, I forgot what it's called. Like I'll try and Google the name of the place, but like they had a really good seafood there. Um, and like I think it's like one of San Diego's best seafood or lunch places in the city. So that was really good to experience. And we when we were done, we drove back, started driving back to Phoenix, and we stopped at a couple casinos, which were pretty cool. However, one of them really stood out because like it was kind of like our tribe. Right now, Hill River has the Phoenix Outlets next to Wild Horse Pass Casino, and there's a hotel there too inside the casino or next to the casino. So we kind of compared the two developments, and we noticed that the Viejas outlets, they seemed a little bit more community oriented. They had like um, an outdoor movie theater set up for the kids, for the babies, and we had arts and crafts for the babies, and there's like a little snack store that the babies could go and get whatever for their movie or just hang out. And I know during like the winter, like the dead of winter, they have a ice rink out there, and that's really, beautiful, romantic, whatnot. Um, and so like they kind of seem more like let's get people to come hang out, not just buy stuff, but like of course like that might lead more people to buy more stuff or whatever. It seemed like a better business model, I guess. And then they also had a water fountain that did these shows in synchronization to music, and I was like, oh my god, where is Gila River's water fountain? Like, we totally need to. Um, the jerk in me wanted to like display our water rights settlement water in some kind of fashion, and because like I'm really proud to be from Hill River, and I'm really bougie about it sometimes. Like, I imagine the best for our people, and so I thought that'd be really cool to just show off like this big water fountain, and people come watch it and be educated about Gila River water. Um, and people were at the outlet malls just like hanging out, like just this is a place to be. Especially if you're a tourist, you can stretch out and watch the waterfall for a couple hours, couple minutes, whatever. Um, and another thing was that the casino was just across the street from the outlets, and um, it seemed just like a walk away. Like all you got to do is cross the street. But in Gila River, like if you're staying at the hotel and or the casino and you want to go to the outlets, like say like hey, you get a big win and you want to go to the outlets, you kind of have to walk around the back, and it's like kind of desolate, and it seems like in the middle of the desert. It just feels weird. Um, but that's that, yeah. So that's what we compared, and like that was in no way to put anybody down, like Wild Horse Pass Development Authority or the councilman or whoever worked on Phoenix outlets. It was just the proximity between their casino and their outlets was really convenient. Um, And I understand parking might have been an issue and all the fire codes or whatever, what have you. Uh, so yeah, that's what we noticed, and it was really cool to go out and notice other tribal developments and see how they're doing. Oh yeah, and another thing is that the Viejas was celebrating their 22nd anniversary in operation as a casino, and they're giving away a BMW every Tuesday and Saturday. So whoever wants to go road trip, call me up, hit me up Saturday. We'll go to Viejas and we'll get my BMW. Um, and they're out. They're buffet. Like this is where Healthy Active Native comes in. I gave no fucks, and like I felt really bad. I felt guilty, but also at the same time I was like, this buffet is amazing. Like they had good food. I'm pretty sure it was good quality. There was no processed foods. Everything seemed fresh, and it was really delicious. And if you ever are on going to San Diego, I definitely recommend stopping at Viejas. And also with the buffet, there's like unlimited alcohol if you're into that thing. And so that's crazy for me. Like, oh my gosh, this place has free unlimited alcohol with your food. So definitely check that out if that's your thing. The casino had a really good payout for me and my friend, and so yeah, hit me up. Go get my BMW Saturday or on a Wednesday before the month ends. And other than that, thank you for watching this far. And I'm also gonna close out with Tamnoy, which means till next time. So Sapo Tamnoy.